Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Creative Engineering. I'm the King, Vanilla Ice, and welcome all of you, where you be a subject or visitor to the kingdom. Welcome, and let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Creative Engineering. I'm glad that you guys do it today. Today we're going to be setting up the diesel generator, and it's only going to be producing power when we actually need it power. And I'm going to be doing that by integrated dynamics, but I'll show you how to do that later in the episode. So stick around if you're interested in doing that. But this is the diesel generator. Here's what it looks like before it's built, and well, here's what it looks like afterwards. So yeah, diesel generator, that's going to be the most complex complex piece, but I'll get the parts needed and then we'll get started. One thing I should recommend tell you to do before is that if you got a way of setting up water buckets of water automatically, you should probably set that up before you do this, because the radiator blocks require blocks of water. Also, you're going to need to set up both electrum wire, MV wire coil, and the electrum coil block in order to make the generator block. So make sure you get those automated as well. That being said, I'll see you when I get back. Ladies and gentlemen, we got all the parts we need, so let's take a quick nap and then we'll start building the thing. Yep. And might notice I have the engineer screwdriver around. That's gonna come in handy, believe me, later. Okay, so let's see. First layer is pipe, generator block, pipe, and then looks like the things are on each side behind that. Okay, so we're gonna go pipe, pipe, and then generator block, and then it's pipe, 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 with 3 of these on each side, and then the radiator blocks at the back for that level. The next level is, okay, so it's going to be a bit more complex, but we do the rest of the generator blocks up here. We do 3 more radiator blocks at the back. Okay, so, and I want to look at it. So this, so, okay, so the redstone block goes there, I think. And these generator blocks go all the way around. Fly up to the top level because we're going to need to finish this. And then for the top level, we do, okay, so not there, wrong spot. Do it there, and then we do a T. Of this to finish it there. Now we're going to go down, and it's time to right click with the hammer onto this middle generator block, middle upper generator block. There we go. Bad for the environment, but before we connect it up to the fuel line, oh, by the way, I'm going to need the lever onto this to let the fuel flow. Before we're going to input the fuel or the we need to, I want to set up the bit of redstone control. And for that, we're going to need to use the engineer screwdriver. It's actually a pretty simple craft. It's just a stick and an iron rod. And we're going to right click on there to not invert it. Or should it be inverted? I don't know. I want to put the redstone writer on there. We're going to put a cable on there. Then I've already set up this redstone. It'll be strong power, and this will go into the top. It produces yes, that has to be connected up to the network first as well to make that work properly. As you can tell, the fluid can go in either side. The power has to go in the top here. Power output will be in the top. We're going to do the cable, and we're going to do that. Oh, we need to put a card in there, of course, to import the energy. The nice thing about the diesel generator, it doesn't run if it can't take power. Which is a good thing. I'm going to go up this way to find the cable, which shouldn't be too hard to do. It'll probably be back a little. Yeah, it'll probably be back a little. But this is right here. Let's see here. What's this? -60 is where I gotta get to look for the game. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I didn't want negatives. I needed to know the 86 and 130, 86 and 137, okay. 130, 86. Right here. Perfect. We can connect up to there. And this will connect up the power. And it should, in theory, also make that redstone control work. But I'll double check that before we do that. There we go. I can go boop, boop, boop. And let's see here. Now it works properly. Yes. And it is producing a Boolean. Good. Which means, in theory, if we connect this up, this should not be sending any power to the... This should not export power. Even if we let the fuel flow to the diesel generator, because the diesel generator only produces power, should only produce power if this is working right. If not, we're gonna I'll have to use the screwdriver on this on this part and get it working right. But it also only outputs power if something can accept the power too, so it looks like it's working. I mean, it's filling up with biodiesel, but it's not burning it, so I do believe that this is a success, folks. And this diesel generator now will only run for me if it needs thing. Okay, so you're going. The way I set up the power was, well, I'll show you. Just let me quick. I'll go there and then I'll show you what I did. It's actually two parts, so stick with me and I'll show you how I'll do this. And then, of course, between episodes, I'm going to put a whole building around that, so our generator system is, that whole generator system is a thing, but it requires actually 2 parts to work. First, you need to have a machine reader on your energy battery. The machine reader you need two things from it. You need the stored FE and the FE capacity to create that card using using your logic programmer, and you should use it with the less than. So if it says if it's got less than power, that is true, which means it needs power to fill up the battery. That'll let the generator turn on. The way you store those 2 variables, so your network always has access to them, is quite important, actually. Let me show you. It's up here. You'll need to craft of course, this only works with integrated dynamics, so you're going to need the variable store. And then, like I said, the FE capacity card and the stored FE card. As you can see, it has a part ID where they're getting those information from. So those 2 are constantly using the network to see how full your battery is and what its capacity is. Because my battery is full, the diesel generator will not come on unless it has a redstone signal. So folks, that's how that's set up. Honestly, you could probably, I don't think you can do it with refined storage. You might be able to do it with Applied Energistics, but Applied Energistics isn't in this pack. But if you're in a pack with Applied Energistics and Immersive Engineering, you might be able to do both. Okay, it looks like this is full. This is a whole full, so this whole thing is shut down. But this is not. This is empty. Does it not have any? Once again, it's used up all the stuff that I've sent to it. Okay, and this is also. So this has a bunch of this is full of ethanol, but it can't send any more ethanol because this is full, so that's why this is turned off. And this can't even work anyways because, well, this is full. Storage is full, and like the generator is full, but it's not turning on because it doesn't have any power. Because there's no need for it to generate power. But I think we're going to be working on actually using a bit of that power next time. But that's for next episode, folks. So I should probably sleep first to get daytime, like I said. That'll end the episode. But we did get the challenge, complete the challenge, battery environment. Folks, so if you enjoyed this episode about the diesel generator from Immersive Engineering, please consider liking, subscribing, and following. Well, of course, and sharing the episode with others if you think they might come in handy. Well, I'll see you next time for another episode of Creative Engineering. Until then, take care and God bless. Goodbye!